Oh! Are we audible?
Yeah,
All right.
like a minute and then.
No, I think most people are still gonna be here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's not just starting for the first time, right? Okay, anyway. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Rank Cup Semifinals. It's ndrrr versus Nurend, C10 versus 11. Both players have held their picks so far. ndrrr with DT2, Nurend with Nomad 6. Both got crazy SOCs on their own stuff. This is ndrrr's second pick of Nomad 3, but it looks like ndrrr has just missed. Nurend still holding on to that SS and is actually alternating a little bit. I have like 15 tabs open. I should fix that. Alright, so sorry about the outage there. Ethan had a UK Wi-Fi moment, and we have Tychomon, who has swooped in to basically save the match. Because, yeah, Ethan had a pretty long outage there. As far as we know, his connection is still going. We'll just be running with Tychomon for the rest of the match. Anyway. The rest of the map is just all events, basically. I think it's just all Ki until the end now.
I'm just gonna have to hope for a miracle. I'm sorry, ndrrr. That wasn't the kind of a miracle I was talking about.
This is what happens when your game plan has to be mechanics against a player that's mechanically strong, right? Like, if anything happens to you, it's kind of just over. Unless he's having a bad day too. Doesn't look like he is. Nurend on 3 FCs in a row now. 998k, 2 100s. ndrrr with 13 and 4 was KDDK single tapping that map. I've been informed that I have been caught slurping on stream when drinking. Okay. Yeah. So that is a break point for Nurend, and it's 2-1. ndrrr says, my bad for not assessing the 7.5 star 300 BPM map with KDDK single tap. Yep, the things you have to do. In, semifinals. Nomad 2 the pick. This makes perfect sense. I think Nurend is gonna very close to SS this. This is the Techno one. On last week's Nomad 2, I can tell you firsthand, Nurend played it. He got the score of the week on it with 2 100s to beat my score of 3 100s. I'm still mad, but it does kind of set a precedent. Plus, stuff like Central Nucleus with Night Core, stuff like that. Okay, this guy can play tech. Wow, yeah, like, do I not have noise suppression at all? What the hell?
You might not have, noise suppression. So, Normal 2, aka the Chinese map. Lots of snapping changes.
Very Chinese.
Your tapping estimation will have to be on point.
Yeah.
To get high ac.
And they're starting with 300 combo. That is an excellent move. I don't know why nobody else has been trying that against Nurend. That's 1-5. They're both ready for it. And they're with 1-100, and I would usually say it as a joke, but that might genuinely be the point. Nurend, known for his speed, but his finger control is so insane. There's a reason he is one of the rare DDKK with act type of players that is so scary in tournaments. Just never misses, barely ever hits 100s. And here comes the tech section.
We have actually seen Botched and Dragon tie on this map.
5 100s
Let's see
each.
if Nurend or ndrrr can beat their 100 count. Or
Something
tie
tells me
themselves.
Nurend definitely can, yeah. It would be an impressive tie to come back from ndrrr at like 8 100s right now to Nurend 0 and still finish on the exact same point. Good job from ndrrr just to keep the FC going though. It does mean if Nurend makes a major slip up, ndrrr will be right there. And Nurend's SS the first half. I think he might actually SS this.
Surely not. Surely. Like,
nah, I can see it. I can totally see it.
There's some really hard rules that you have to ult because the 1-6 starts with the same color as the note before.
I feel like the first and second halves are like pretty equal difficulty, really. Like, they're just hard in different ways. But Nurend with so much single tap power does get to simplify this map a bit for himself. easy to mess up and kind of try to single tap faster than your means on something like this. Does finally hit 100, but
he tapped a bit late.
Yeah, something tells me that's not really going to activate the nerves for him. I think he knows ndrrr is not at 2 100s on this map right now. Oh, 4? Come on. Come on, get more than 5. Get more than 5 for my ego, please. Nah, he's not.
Last section.
Wait, but wouldn't it be so funny if he hit one more?
True.
Nah, no. Okay, if it was gonna happen...
I think ndrrr just knows what's up at this point.
He kind of knows it's over. Alright, so me and Max with 5 100s each on this is pretty stellar, but, you know, there's levels to this. And Nurend decides to beat those scores by 1 100 each with a 4 100 full combo on Opia. And that's 3-1. Just like that. This is going to be really hard for ndrrr because he has to win one of Nurend's picks, and unless he wants to beat Nurend on a map that is nearly 9 stars with Hard Rock and the TB, he's going to have to win 2 of Nurend's picks, which... like, where do you do that?
And ndrrr's pick is Hidden 1. I don't think we've seen Hidden 1 today.
Yeah, we saw it in...
Not yet.
We saw it on Eloise versus A40, but I think that was yesterday. Yeah. And we also saw it on Renchi versus Right 4.
This map is actually very different from the typical Hidden 1, which is just all slow, maybe some rhythm here and there, but this is just a classic WBPM map with slow SV slapped on it, and a slow section in the middle.
Oh. It looks like we have a little trouble getting the map going. Just on our stream, but it is going to be a hidden 1 pick from ndrrr. So, here's something funny. We have actually only seen FCs on this map. I don't think anyone has missed. I think Renchi and Right 4 got 15 and 20 100s. A40 and Eloise got 7 and 11. Like the part-time job. So, we've not seen anyone miss on Hidden 1 yet. I feel like if anyone's going to be uncomfortable enough to, it's probably going to be Nurend, but at the same time, she's played plenty of Hidden double time, stuff like that. 260 with Hidden in concept is not hard to him. It's really just a matter of does the low scroll catch him. ndrrr, I think, will be amazing on this map. He destroyed the Silent Light last week, which honestly could have been in semifinals itself, I would say. He got like 5 100s FC, and that thing had a lot more low SV difficulty than this one. A lot more concentrated. Looks like we are good on the stream. I'm just waiting for the fights to ready up now.
And this song is actually made by the Yoa Sobi singer Ayase and the Creepy Nut singer Arshite, if you couldn't tell from the voices.
Yeah, maybe familiar to a lot of people, but might not realize just how familiar both of them are. Here we go.
Easy single tap for both players. This part shouldn't give them any trouble whatsoever.
Looks like Nurend actually doing a little bit of alternating. Nope, not anymore. Just on the slow intro where you probably haven't realized yet, this is just going to be 260. Okay, no.
Wait, Nurend is ulting.
Seems like he's single tapping when it's done. He was single tapping the proper inner running part. Oh, a couple of hundreds from both.
Okay, 1/3.
If both FC, the map might come down to how they both perform on this. Dude, why can Nurend play shit like this on Hidden Sight Read? This is hard even if you're good at it. This is nonsense. Like, it's not that he can just hit it, it's his act is so good too. ndrrr floating a low 99, perfectly fine, but he's gonna have to hope for mistakes for Nurend here, which have been very few and far between. Nurend yet to miss a note in 4 1/3 maps. One 100 each through that Ki.
We're slowly entering the slow part of the song, and the SV is actually going to go to 117 BPM, so fairly low. Let's see how Nurend does while side feeding.
Okay, 1/100 on the most impossible thing to sight read ever. Alright, man. He just does not care.
He even hit the offbeat quad 1/4. It's impressive.
Yeah, he's not on to just... He knows what's up.
Oh!
Single tapping, but finally a miss comes through. And suddenly they're tied act, but Ender is the one with the FC. The break! They'll see! Ender knows he's in this night. He's got a chance. He just has to FC. It's not like this is for a break point, but every single one of Ender's picks, now that he's lost one, is absolutely must win. If he loses any map he's picked, this match is over. I'm going to be dead honest. It becomes a bit of a procession. If one more break point goes Nurend's way. Both players with no physical troubles at all handling this.
Yeah, I mean, Nurend did fine in the slow part. I don't see him missing on this easy WP and part with simple patterns.
Yeah.
The song's almost over. There's no time left.
Yeah, this should
Point
be
is gonna go to Ender.
He needed that FC, and it's exactly what he got. Nurend with a 100 on the last note, like any non-hidden player would. But look at that, beating Ender's accuracy on 260 BPM, lowered SV hidden. He's sight reading everything, and he's not a hidden player, by the way. And he's seed 11. If you said all those things, you'd expect it to be like 700k on this map, right? But no, he's got 1.01. He says, "Oh no," and then picks no mod 4. All right, Nurend. It's kind of funny. He's sight reading every pull, but he's been making a habit of being the one to actually pick no mod 4 into his opponents. I don't really know why he picked it into me, considering that I'm known to play that sort of side of pulls. Against Ender, I think this makes perfect sense. Ender is the gimmick eater. Well, not the, but certainly a big gimmick eater. And this is a gimmick map.
Okay, let's see Fragment of Soul by Young, and a pretty standard gimmick map with yellow nodes, bar lines, and all that jazz compared to last week where we only had SV.
Yeah, I think pretty easy to get to the point where you understand this map, but very, very hard to reach consistent FC. Score of the week so far on this is you, I'm pretty sure. You got 2 100s on this, just dropped that on my head earlier. I didn't really need to practice this one, it seemed like. Not much point. But both players fine through the start, but the fun begins here. Oh! Nurend with a miss. This was his pick. This is big news for Ender, but he has to be ready for everything in the map. That might be the only mistake he gets. I actually think that, like, weedy yellow finisher part is one of the hardest things in the map. Oh, Ender totally dying on the Donkama.
This is
Seems
not
to have
good.
forgotten what to do. It looks like Ender has not learned this map quite well enough. It is still one of his weaker skill sets after all. Alright.
We're going to finish this.
Oh! He misses on the offbeats! These sections...
What is happening?
You play them and feel like they should be easy, but then they're just evil in a way that makes you miss if you are not totally locked. Oh, Ender gets caught by the bar line transition though. Why was this picked by anyone?
It's actually connected to the pattern before.
Ender got bar line blasted just there.
And I think we're about to enter the hardest part of the map, in my opinion. Some finishers.
Bar lines, right?
Oh yeah, bar lines after this finisher gimmick.
That's caught by one of those finishers. Nurend not messing up doubles this time. He has played the map, so he knows that's coming.
Here we go.
Alright, so normal bar line equals node section. The thicker ones are cats, the thinner ones are dons. The only thing is it's 220 BPM, a lot faster than your average gimmick map. Ender gonna struggle a little bit. Even though I'm pretty comfortable reading this gimmick, I did find it tricky, not because I'm bad at tapping 220, but just it kind of felt like I had to tap faster than usual. I'm used to these things being 180. Nurend handling it just fine though, and it looks like he has this one in the bag, even though this is not a good run for him, for sure. Considering he FC'd last week's, and I'd say last week's was harder to FC than this one. Yeah. I feel like after the first miss, Ender probably didn't realize just how much of a chance he still had. Because Nurend has made plenty of mistakes in this. Like, 2 is more than you're almost ever going to get from him, but Ender has made far too many to really capitalize. And yeah, it's 79k, plays 964. That's the weakest score spread you're going to see all match. Like, it's not even close.
Yeah, strong pick from Nurend. Not exactly the strongest score, but it gets the job done. And now Ender is picking.
Sometimes you just gotta pick your opponent's weakness.
Exactly.
Nurend says, kill it. And Ender
Magic
picks
2.
Hard Rock 2. Yep, makes perfect sense. Ender is good at this. The thing is, Nurend is also going to be good at this kind of thing. You can say this about just about everything in the pool except... Well, I was going to say except Hidden 1, and then Nurend nearly won it, if not for the one genius.
Don't be fooled by the BPM, because this map might be 195, but the SV spikes up to 253 hard rock in the middle section, combined with 1/6. I think we're gonna see an ag battle, but anyone can miss anywhere, really. Yeah. Patterning is also slightly bongo favored. But
doublets right at the start. They're
yeah.
in 1/100, but I don't. Yeah, that's not going to decide it. Ender matches it right away. That is a little hard on the finisher front, but that won't disturb Nurend at all, and I don't think it'll disturb Ender either. One of the better KDK players out there at finisher notes. And that doesn't start to really get hard for a little bit. The start is a little scary, but for now they get to chill. I'm sure they don't feel that way though.
Ender really needs this point, because if he doesn't get it, it's gonna be 5-2, and you don't want Nurend at match point ever.
Oh, yeah, he will have to win 2 break points in a row and the tiebreaker. And honestly, if that misses, I think that might well be.
That is a scary miss.
Yeah, I do think Nurend can miss on a map with SV this high, but I don't know if it's really likely.
Maybe he's not expecting the 1/6 in the solo part.
Because he is sight reading, and it goes 1/4 only for so long. And the SE is high enough that he might think, okay, yeah, it doesn't need S for 1/6 to be difficult. I just hope he hits 10 or more levels, so I got tops for this on the week. That's all I really
Here we go,
care.
this is the fast part.
This is where the 1/6 is, yep. First one catches. Okay, these things are catching Nurend for a couple 100s, but as long as he keeps hitting every note, it doesn't matter. You need to be kind of like
1/3.
Wait!
He misses.
Misses before the 1/3.
Ender is still in this map.
Yeah, Ender with the lifeline dropping in front of him here. He's at the combo cap. I think if they both SS the rest, obviously that's easier said than done, but I think if that happens, Ender is going to be at the advantage here. An extra couple 100s from Nurend, and Ender takes the lead. The client can't even tell who's winning.
It's so close.
Scary speed up here. And another guy, just more high SV reading. This is not like your average, 195 BPM high SV HR2 where if you're just good at HR, it's easy. You really have to be locked in for this one, even if Fast Hard Rock is one of your better skill sets. Even A40 got under 1 million on this, because that's what a low roll for this map looks like for anyone. More streams come in, and they're leading by a slim margin. Sounds like the map's about to end, but it's not. There's still so much more to go. It's intense until the end here. He's almost got this. probably thinking right now I have losses. He's F-scene, but no, sir. Gets away with highway robbery there with that miss. 14-2 plays 22-1, and also the combo game kind of coming into play. Ender wasn't even a combo cap when he missed. Wins by 5.5k. But Nurend to pick. And asking what everyone is thinking through all of Nurend's matches. Why the fuck are you doing this on Sairi, dude? What do you mean? And he said, I did miss. I don't know, man. My first play on this was like 101. This is supposed to be my kind of thing. He's just good. Like, if everyone was practicing, he's the best player in this tournament, and it's not even a little bit close. Not even with 840. Like, seriously. But the fact he's sight reading does make matches at least interesting sometimes. Maybe next week interesting if he wins this one.
We are yet to venture into the depths of the free mod pool. But I think we're just gonna see a no mod 1 from Nurend. Or maybe after the warm-up, no mod 5 perhaps.
No, Ender's gonna destroy no mod 5. It's so much easier than Vulture. I think FM2 wouldn't be too bad of a pick, but I think, yeah, Nurend's gotta go no mod 1 here. Besides that, I actually think the rest of the pool is at least winnable for Ender. Which is to say, as Ender favored as it's gonna get in a poll like this. The thing is,
Nurend isn't so sure of his pick.
it's kind of hard to say, but I think it's gotta be no mod 1. It's a map type Ender can play, but Nurend's just gonna be so much better on it. On average, I think.
And Nurend has picked free mod 2, the balls map.
Wow, okay. I think it was either this or no mod 1, but I'm a little surprised he's going with yellow balls. This map is... honestly, if you have the mechanics, I think it's pretty sight readable. I don't think this is going to be much trouble. He's going to go with DHR only. The question is, has Ender practiced enough GHDHR this? Oh, I think he has. Really? Yeah, he's HDHRing. We're going to see some fireworks, ladies and gentlemen. And this is Nurend's pick. This is Ender's chance. This is, I think, the last chance he realistically has. Nurend says, worst pick of my life before it's even begun. Nurend, I do think we'll be able to get like 104 or 105 maybe HR on this, but if the other guy gets 108, nothing you can do.
Nurend is already regretting this pick.
Yeah.
Maybe he should have gone for the normal 1 after all. Because your opponent can pull a hidden hard joke out of nowhere. Yeah, this map, it's a custom map for Jort, GP's tournament from last year's summer, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, sounds right. I don't remember it from Jort, but I only played like the last couple of rounds, really.
Oh yeah, you might have gotten a bye in round of 16.
Was it round 1?
Yeah.
Jesus, this is crazy for round 1.
I actually beat my Jort score with side feed hard joke.
Damn.
In this. So yeah, this is speed tech free mod.
Yeah. 250 BPM equivalent. And here it is, Nurend on that hard rock. Ender though, gonna go with 2 mods here, chancing it. A40 did get a score that I think was at least close to unbeatable 1 mod. And if there's a player most similar to A40 in this tournament, it is absolutely Ender. You could say A40 is just a skilled up version of what Ender has been for years now. That does mean he's the kind of player that can pull this off. He will need to know some things are coming though. There are SV triplets and doublet bursts a couple times in the map that are essentially not sight readable with the HDHR. You'll need to remember where they are.
The fast doublets later in the map that are connected to the patterns are insanely hard to read on hidden.
That's true. Anything that's hard HD, even if it's... unless it's by way of being slow, it's always hard to HDHR. Ender does find a miss, but the extra mod keeps him in front for now. His act is clean enough. And suddenly, because the SC is gone, The act becomes a major concern. Another miss from Ender. And another one. The burst's kind of getting to him, and also this map is just brutal to read with HDHR. Nurend, well, he can single tap 250 very well, you see, so he's having no trouble with this at all. 3-100 so far with HR. 14k score difference, but it's not over. Ender could turn around and take Nurend out of this matchup if he just plays the rest of the map cleanly enough. The power of Hidden Hard Rock can do things like that.
Okay, we're gonna enter swing part here with the aforementioned doublets.
Oh, we're in for like a couple extra 100s. Ender not totally perfect through this part either, but as long as he keeps his combo... Okay, he does not keep his combo. There's a miss. Nurend is bleeding more act than usual through this part, but it just does not really matter. Ender not comfortable enough on this map right now. He will need to hope at this point for a big break for Nurend. Even with the HDHR, there's just no other way now. And Nurend just looking so comfy on this with that HDHR only. And I'd say this is... The last sixth of the map is probably the easiest part. It's pretty simple as long as... Yep. Especially if you can single tap this. I think this one's just about wrapped up and Nurend is going to be on match point. And that's going to be it. 30k score win for Nurend. Props to Ender for so much as trying HDHR on this. It's a terrifying map to go with that mod combo on, but Nurend with a score that pretty much requires HDHR to beat it anyway. 12-100s FC is wild on something like this. It says PV was 1032 mod. Yep, it's that hard. And the thing now that makes this very hard for Ender is that he cannot win without beating Nurend on the tiebreaker. That's going to be very hard, because it's the hardest map in the pool, and Nurend is the best player in the tournament at very hard maps. Yeah, this one makes sense. Ender picking to 1-5. This is the most Ender favored map remaining. I think out of all DDKK players, Nurend is going to be the best by far at something like this, but I still think it's mapped in a way that is still just a little bit messy for someone like him still. Unless monos do literally nothing to you as well. Like, unless you're Silver Tiger, I think this map is harder for Bongo than KDK. Like, Max was destroying me on the rest of the mechanic stuff, but I beat him by 80k on this because, like, yeah.
Yeah, for Bongo, this map gets easier as it goes on. Mainly because of the odd-numbered monos in the beginning. But after like 500 combo, it kind of settles down. And only uses even-numbered monos from then on.
Yeah, I mean, for KDK as well, I think the start is the hardest part. Just more complex streams than there are in the rest of the net. And they're thinking, oh, this one's going to be fun. Could they be more right?
BPM is 240, but the BPM actually changes in the map.
Yeah. By 2/3 of the way through, you get a slower section. You also get a slow down, I believe, towards the end, after it goes back up to 240 for a bit. You'll see when we get there. You will know when the BPM changes hit. They're both assessing. They're so good.
Yeah.
Alright. This little bit of mono goodness comes in. Both players hitting it cleanly. Alright, here we go. It's gonna be a lot of this. Nobody having any issues so far. Right, I see what you mean with the odd-numbered monos thing. I didn't even think of that because it's like they don't feel as unusual to me as I thought they would. It's just an on-hand cap at either end. But Nurend handling it so far, still on that SS rank.
And actually, first one touch from 100.
Ender, a 1-100, still has him totally in this matchup, especially with more monos coming, but Ender's going to be going to find a break.
This is not what you want to see if you're rooting for Ender.
I don't think there's much longer where Nurend has a real significant chance of missing on this map, and he's still on max score. This is unreal. I'll tell you what, he doesn't practice the pull for these matches, but I can tell you firsthand he wants to win them. He doesn't go in thinking, it's whatever, if I lose I'll just phone it in. No, he is playing at 100% capacity when the maps themselves come up. And you can see it right here. All these monos, all the nerves that he probably has right now, just not mattering one bit. Not even getting a single 100 out of him.
This is a big mono section.
These look so brutal for Bongo, and yet this guy is unstoppable. Finally hits a 100. Okay, it's 2, but it does not matter. He's still ahead by 15k. And after this, yeah, I mean, I think he basically has to even out. I think that's game over. Unless a big mistake comes out from Nurend. This is
If
it.
he's truly side-feeding, he's not gonna expect a slowdown. Anything could happen.
Yeah, I think it's pretty sight readable. I think he is sight reading, but I don't think it's gonna kill him. It could catch him for like a miss, but even just a small miss is not gonna set you back 10k score, especially if it's at the end. We'll have to see.
Use a slowdown.
Yeah, no issue. I thought
Not a
this was
single 100 dropped.
Yeah, 2 100s. Both at one spot, and that's it. This guy is something else. Even on a good high roll score, I think Ender has trouble matching this. And back
Didn't
to
even get a
240.
100 on the transition to 240.
I do think they're pretty intuitive transitions. Like, I don't know. If you don't know there's a BPM range at all, maybe it's a little bit troublesome, but I get the feeling he like BPM checks the maps, like just hovers his mice over them, at least in the lobby. And yeah, I think everyone, including Ender, knows this one is sort of over. Amazing effort from him to get 3 points off of someone this good, but yeah, it's just Nurend's time. He is... Wait!
Don't call the shots early.
I didn't say a thing. Oh, and the 1-3 almost catches him, but it doesn't. And Nurend's gonna catch him, might stop the FC from coming through, but no, that is game. The rest is Shokyu mapping, it's nothing. Nurend is gonna win 6-3 over Ender and take our weekend to a conclusion. In winners finals, it will be A40 seed 1 versus Nurend seed 21. Number 11 in qualifiers guarantees his top 3 spot. And in the lower bracket, it'll be Dragon Max versus Eloise and Renchi versus the loser of this match in Ender. Our top 6 has been decided. And 2 of the top 3 as well.
Well played.
Amazing plays. Yeah, 5 100s and 2 misses from Nurend. The XK2238 reference in his score total. I had a pretty similar score. I think 3 100s, 2 misses, but because I missed in the middle and Nurend missed a bit after the last 400 combo started, he wins on combo score. That is the top score on Nomad 5 this weekend. And yeah, he moves on to winners finals. And seeing the likes of this, how do you stop this guy? It feels like there's only one man left in the tournament that has a chance, and that is his next opponent, A40. Alright, so with that last match over, let's take a look at our bracket. Look at that, so much Europe, and neither so little. A40 versus Nurend winners finals.
Seed 1, Seed 11, the usual winners bracket, you know.
Yeah. Seed 1 hasn't lost a point yet, as well.
Really?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Swept everybody.
Well, maybe our next match.
I think Nurend's taking at least one.
I think so too.
I think that match is like 50-50. I think A40's dominance so far and Nurend's sheer dominance in the PP and rank stakes both kind of undersell how close of a matchup that could be if they're both coming in ready.
A40
I think
is
Nurend is still going to sight read though.
really dominant, but we've seen some slip-ups in his match against Eloise.
Oh yeah.
Especially on Hardrock 2, and I think that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he bombed each R2 though. Against Nurend, that score would not have cut the mustard.
Yeah.
I think really against most of top 12, that score wouldn't have cut it, to be honest. He can bleed a little, but he's not going to do that 7 times in one match. Nurend is still going to have to earn the win. The thing is, he's good enough to do that. They have agreed to play tiebreaker. After this match's coverage ends, we are going to be coming straight at you with the Mapple Showcase.
I wonder if we're gonna stop seeing side 3 Nurend and we're gonna be seeing Nurend that has practiced in finals.
I don't think so. I think if, I don't know, if he came into a match with like me on an act bowl, will I practice? I don't think so. Okay, I think it's more likely he practices for grands, right? Because like,
Do you think he's saving all his practice till grands?
I think it's pretty possible. Also, both players going no mod here. This map is pretty hard with mods, although it's mostly just that the map is hard. Oh, okay, so you diff this guy, basically. Nurend can
Better than Nurend.
It's true.
Confirmed.
You got like what? I think 98.9% or something?
Yeah. Something like that.
Okay, I think Nurend is trolling.
Yeah, he's just trolling at this point.
Yeah, he doesn't really care. Not as locked in as anyone else I've seen on the TV so far. Okay, Andrew finally finds a miss on probably the hardest part for a player of his variety. All the 1-8. The hardest snap in the game.
I have a feeling that this tiebreaker would be really interesting in this match. But there were too many what-ifs.
Andrew did practice it with mods a bit. I can tell you he practiced it with Hidden. I think he find it not doable with HR. I mean, it's Bob Quarter, which isn't really understanding that with HR. It just plays like a really hard HR1 with extremely high SV on all the hardest parts. So like every single map in 2026. This is actually close. Oh, you're hitting that lot of. Alright, Wolvert's coming in. Andrew finds the break.
Yeah, I just realized, if this tiebreaker is 8.3 stars, how hard is the finals tiebreaker gonna be?
I believe Youngin is actually outright said in chat, it is lower SR.
Really?
No, this week's, yeah. To be fair, this week's being 8.3 was kind of crazy. It also doesn't really play like, I'd say like 7.8 or something is better for this. Maybe a little lower.
I actually agree with the star rating because of the dance part at the beginning that everyone missed on, and the ending streams.
I guess, yeah. I don't know. Either way, you can definitely find some like high 7-star maps that are harder than this.
Yeah, there are always some outliers.
Yeah. Okay, then. Imagine if he played like this in matches, but then he doesn't. So, you know, sight reading loser sections is tough. Full 7-star map pulls, including mods, are easy though. Yeah, okay, Nurend is like hyper trolling. He definitely sight read TV. Like he's not overly nervous. He's just chilling for sure. This is probably the hardest part of the entire map. Although it's kind of come to an end by the time I've said that. And Nurend hits it. Ender gets pretty close to it. So much 1-6 here. Like, when you remember that this is over 200 BPM, and at that point 1-6 does start to get difficult even on its own. This is really hard. Okay, yeah, maybe the SR on this is totally fair. I don't think it's a farm map anyway.
Oh, by no means.
Kind of thing you could get PP from if you're very good at it. But that's it.
And you're like rank 600. Because of all the farm maps that are just easier with this.
I think I could get this in like my top 10 with HR. Like in solo, right? Where you've been to the tries and I can just play until I hit the dislikes. I think it's cool. Oh, Nurend hits the whole screen! Ender does not. Fair enough. It's hard. One day he'll hit the spinner.
6-7 spinner hits left.
Oh my god,
How
this
topical
guy!
of- How typical of Ender.
I didn't even really see it behind the like the background being so bright in that section. But yeah, I don't even need to go back and check that. You're right. It must have been 6-7. Nurend says, "Oh dear." I mean, yeah, if he was actually trying, that certainly is an oh dear. But yeah, Nurend gonna take another win. He's now on 4 in a row, so is A40. They will meet next weekend. And Ender goes down to face Renshi in a very scary state of lower bracket, where Renshi might be like the weakest player left, which is saying a lot considering he's been one of the stronger players in Europe for years now. But that's our final match of the weekend. We are coming right back at you though with Showcase just whenever. It's going to be very soon. But that's us for now. So Nurend wins over Ender 6-3. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in a minute with Showcase.
Circles.